up, everybody at Resilience Racing? This is Adam Poppenhouse. I just wanted to send a small video to introduce myself to the team. I grew up in Ohio, joined the Army right out of high school. I deployed with the Stryker Brigade to Iraq in 2006, where eventually I was hit by an IED and both of my legs were amputated. So during my recovery process, I was really struggled to go and do the physical therapy wards and just walk around in circles. And so I started an internship at a dyno tuning facility called Atlantic Motorsports. At the time, I was driving a paddle shift Evo 10, and so standing up and spending time on my feet turning wrenches was a lot more mentally satisfying for me than just going and working out with all the people at Walter Reed. So that, long story short, 5 or 6 years later, I was a small owner of the company and was in that shop getting dirty every day, which led to some racing opportunities where I had some great instruction at Mid-Ohio by Brighton Till, and then worked with Whit Staples and Todd Reed traveling in the NASA STT circuit, where we won a national championship in 2009 or 10-ish. Long story short, I went on a trip with a bunch of buddies and I met a girl, and I moved to Las Vegas, where I worked for Richard Petty as a crew chief for the driving experience, which was a cool way to spend a summer, but it was thankless. Most of the time you're just strapping a half-drunk fat guy, trying to get him in the window of a cup car, and then you got to clean it at the end of the day. So it was my first son was born. So I kind of got out of racing a little bit, at least toned it down, started doing autocrossing, and then I dove into golf of all things. It took about 3 years, but I won a national championship on the VGA Tour. And the very next weekend, I pawned those golf clubs and just made a decision to try to get back into motorsports. Second son was born, and so now the transition is even greater for me to stay involved because I want to be able to share this sport with them in a safe and repeatable way. So when I was introduced to Kirk Dooley and Resilience Racing and their program to try to develop and provide adaptive hand controls, that really spoke to me. It's a program that I think is very important. It was being involved in motorsport was so therapeutic for me in my recovery, and to this day, I'm a guy that gets up at 4 a.m. to watch Formula One with my boys, and so to be able to continue to be involved, especially when I can no longer drive with my prosthetics when I'm an old broken guy. I still want to be able to do that with my boys. So I hope I get to meet each and every one of you guys soon. I appreciate the opportunity to be as involved and as I can with the project and organization, and cheers.